everyone. In this video, we will be studying about an introduction to elements of electrical engineering. We will be dealing with various basic concepts and terms that are available in electrical. We will be also studying about what actually an electricity is and how electricity is produced. Electrical energy or electricity is nothing but flow of electrons in a conductor. Mostly all appliances need electrical energy to perform its operation. By conversion of mechanical energy into electrical energy via generator helps in producing electrical energy. Electrical energy can be obtained from solar panel, wind, nuclear energy, coal, etc. Let us have a look at a basic atom model to understand how current flows in a device. An atom consists of nucleus, that is the center of an atom, and orbit, that is outer region. The nucleus of an atom consists of proton and neutron having approximately similar mass, while electron moving on the orbit have very much smaller mass. When an atom gains or loses electron, it becomes unstable. Let us understand this by an animation. Here we have a conductor with many number of atoms present here. Atom 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. When no voltage is applied across conductor, there is no electrical charge flowing and atoms remain stable. When a voltage is applied, electron starts moving from orbit of one atom to another. As a result, atoms become unstable and tries to fetch electrons from the neighboring atoms, resulting in flow of electrons in a conductor producing electricity. This is how electricity flows in a conductor. Let us go through basic terms that are available in electrical. First, voltage or potential difference or potential, current, power, energy, charge, conductor, insulator and semiconductor. Let us go through these terms. Consider the diagram shown here. Here we have a container filled with water placed at a particular height. Water will always flow from a higher region to lower region due to the pressure in water. The water here represents charge. The pressure of water is represented as voltage, while flow of water is represented as current. In an electrical circuit, potential flow will always be from higher potential to lower potential. The second term was current. The flow of electrons in a metal part is called as current. Consider the diagram shown here. We have two containers filled with water, one having pipe of more thickness while the other having thickness of pipe as less. Water will always flow through thicker pipe in more quantity as compared to a pipe with lesser quantity of thickness. Similarly, current will always flow through a conductor in higher quantity through a thicker conductor, while less amount of current will flow through a conductor having less thickness. The next term was power. Power can be defined as a rate of change of energy with respect to time, while energy can be defined as the capacity of doing work. Unit for power is watt and unit for energy is watt hour. Let us see about electrical charge. An atom gaining or losing electron is known as charge. It is denoted by symbol Q. There are two types of charges, positive charge and negative charge. An atom losing electron is called as positive charge, while an atom gaining electron is called negative charge. We need to next study about an insulator and conductor. Conductors are the substance which allow flow of current, for example copper, aluminium, etc. While insulators are the substance which does not allow electric current to flow through them. Example rubber, mica, PVC, etc. There is one more substance or conductor, that is a semiconductor, which sometimes allow and sometimes doesn't allow electric current to flow through them. Example germanium, silicon, cadmium, etc. We also need to study about basic concepts or components that are available in a circuit, that are resistor, inductor and capacitor. We have a diagram for resistor, inductor, capacitor shown here. A resistor is represented by an equivalent symbol like this, represented by term R. Unit for resistance is ohm. They are the substance which oppose flow of electrons or current in a network. When current passes through resistance, some amount of heat is dissipated. When we talk about an inductor, it is represented by a symbol like this. It is a device. A wire of certain length is twisted into a coil which becomes an inductor. It opposes a rate of change of current. When current passes through a coil, an electromagnetic field is developed. It is represented by symbol L and unit of inductor is Henry. When we talk about capacitor, there are two electrodes separated by a distance or dielectric medium. It stores energy in the form of electric field and it opposes rate of change of voltage. Unit for capacitor is farad. Let us study about a basic tree diagram for components in electrical. A tree, as we all know, has got its roots. Similarly, the roots of an electrical component or an electrical system is power, voltage, current, potential. We have already dealt with all these points. The branch of a tree in an electrical has got a system, circuit, components. Components are the basic electrical devices which are used to control flow of voltage, current and power. The elements that can be used are inductor, capacitor, transistor, diode, etc. When we talk about circuit, they are interconnection of group of components in a series and parallel combination forming a circuit. For example, a circuit for charging a battery. In order to charge a battery, we will need a circuit arrangement for charging. When we talk about a system, they are interconnection of two or more circuit components to form a system. Best example for a system is a mobile phone. Mobile phone can be called as a system because it has several separate circuits for camera, speaker, range connectivity, etc. As every tree has got its fruits, we have fruits of electrical as well. They are in the field of high voltage engineering. instrumentation, power electronics, communication, biomedical and industry, etc. Let us study about a difference or a comparison for a fluid system and an electrical system. In a fluid system, we have a pump, a tap and water. Pump, the work of pump is to create a pressure so that water flows to the tap, while the work of a tap is to regulate the flow of water. Similarly, in an electrical system, voltage can be equated as a pump, while flow of water as current, and a tap can be compared to a resistor. Voltage source provides a potential causing current to flow in the circuit, and the work of resistor is to regulate the flow of current flowing through the circuit. We have a tabulation here which explains voltage drop, current, power and energy for a resistor, inductor and capacitor. Voltage drop can be represented as term V. Unit for voltage is volt. Current flowing through an element can be represented by term I, and the unit for current is ampere. Power delivered can be represented by term P, and power can be obtained by multiplying voltage and current. Unit for power is watt. Energy can be obtained by multiplying power into time. Unit for energy is watt hour. For a resistor, voltage drop across a resistor can be given by V is equal to IR, and current flowing can be represented as I is equal to V by R. On multiplying voltage and current equations, we get P is equal to I square R, or P is equal to V square R as power, V square by R. In case of energy, multiplying power into time, we get E is equal to I square RT. For an inductor, we have voltage drop across inductor as V is equal to L into di by dt. Current flowing can be represented as I is equal to 1 by L integral V dt. Power dissipated in an inductor can be given as P is equal to Li di by dt. Energy can be obtained by multiplying time with power. We have E is equal to Li square by 2. In case of capacitor, we have voltage drop as V is equal to 1 by C integral I dt. Current flowing through a capacitor can be given by I is equal to C dV by dt. Power can be obtained by multiplying voltage and current as P is equal to C into dV by dt, while energy can be obtained by multiplying time into power. We get E is equal to CV square by 2. Thank you.